Warner Brothers Interactive and the Nemesis System. That is a pairing of words that makes every gamer who's a fan of Harry Potter very, very happy. The Harry Potter Shadow of War video games are officially patented, ready to go.
Do you mean
just in time?
Do you mean Lord of the Rings?
No, they're having the Dobby video game coming out down the line where you play as Dobby crawling through, fighting all the Reapers.
That's the Gollum video game. I'm crying. So I was not aware that there was a huge legal battle surrounding the Nemesis system within these games. Apparently there was, and it's been going on since 2016 because there was a patent surrounding how the system worked for the Nemesis system within these games. They're like tug of warring back and forth. I had no idea this was going on. It kind of makes sense why we haven't seen much use of this system since. And apparently it's been resolved.
I will say that the Nemesis system is probably the most innovative gaming system to be released. Not video game, you know what I mean. The in-game system. It is a way to give players a different experience with the enemies you fight every single time. All of your NPCs will be mostly different. Sometimes it's tiny tweaks, sometimes it's big differences, and that's what I love about these Shadow of War games, Shadow of Mordor games, whatever you want to... The Shadow of games, Middle Earth. Who gives a crap? It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you can fight all these different kinds of orcs that are really cool and add them to your side, which is good fun. And even though it can be a little grindy at times, if you go into it and if you're a big fan of the Tolkien lore, such as myself, I must say, yes. But if you go into it with that mindset and you just have the idea of going after these orcs, making nemesis, like role-playing as this character, it's like, this guy killed me, he's raised in power, I want to go after him and get my revenge. It's a lot of fun. It's like having a mini revenge movie over and over and over again.
Nice.
Yeah. No jokes there. Just sincerity.
Just
that I really
truth.
enjoy these games and that system. And I cannot... Is there another game system that's come out that was this shockingly... Maybe Fallout 4's building system? No, shut up, idiot. No, it's this one. What's wrong with you?
I mean, to me, I was always super impressed by the Nemesis system. In Shadow of Mordor, it blew us all away. In Shadow of War, I think it was improved upon, but it was overshadowed because of all of the pay-to-win schemes and stupid grind crap that they put in for loot boxes. And it just was really poorly done in terms of monetization. So I think we got over the hump of that whole trend of the loot boxes, and now we're just into straight buying cosmetics and things like that. But, knock on wood, that being said, I've always thought there was so much you could do with this system. One of the things I talked about in a video like 2 years ago was I really like the idea of doing a Suicide Squad game, but with a Nemesis system built into it, where you could basically be playing as either a superhero or a supervillain, and you have these nemesis, basically these other super characters. Like if you're a villain, it's a superhero, or if you're a hero, it's a supervillain that's slowly raising up the ranks as you create conflict with them. They level up, they get new abilities, they can hunt you down, they can make your life miserable while you're trying to complete missions. Like, just the potential of what you can do with this. Series baffled too. Didn't get it.
Series freaking out.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I think there's so much you can do with this system. I thought it was weird we hadn't seen anything done with it in years, but now it makes sense. There was a patent fight, but apparently they will gain full access to the patent the 23rd of February 2021. So that's good.
Get ready, everybody. If you're not a fan of Lord of the Rings, maybe they'll use it for something else. Imagine this in like a fully open world. We already have a fully open world game in the Tolkien universe, but like a modern day thing, or you go to sci-fi realm, all these random aliens you can fight. Like,
I would
there's
say down for that.
it is endless potential, and especially since we're getting on the next generation, this will be the system to beat, if it, as it were. I cannot think of anything more innovative, like I said, in the last 10 years.
I mean, the only thing I will say, I was blown away with Watch Dogs Legion's system of being able to play as any NPC, different voices, different abilities. I think there's a lot of room to grow with that system because it's still pretty rudimentary, but it works pretty well, all things considered. And I think that was really impressive. But it's probably the second generation of that tech that starts to compete with something like the Nemesis system. As of right now, I agree. I don't think there's anything that even comes close. But one thing I am interested in is how comprehensive this patent is. Like, is this why we haven't seen other studios really try their hand at it? Because the patent's too comprehensive, they can't do anything close to it or similar? Or is it just because nobody can get it working well? I don't know.
I think so. Looking into it sounds like the wording of it was like quite a big problem. Like on the patent, how you describe that system to make it like exclusive to them without encroaching on other systems, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, how do you describe the Nemesis system in a way where, like, you would be patenting AI in video games? You know, like...
Yeah.
And not only that, how you make up the AI procedurally. So it's you're procedurally generating characters as if you were, because you're allowed to make a procedurally generated world. That's perfectly fine. You're allowed to have a first-person shooter, but to have a specific system that's like, the idea is that they're your nemesis and they come after you or you go after them. It's probably just a lot of, it's these layers specific to their system. I'm sure other people could have procedurally generated NPCs. I think technically Watch Dogs Legion does. I think so. Even though that one's just kind of fine compared to the Nemesis system, you're still able to do it in other areas. But this one I think is just already really fleshed out and good to go and kind of specific to the world they've built around it. So maybe they'll pull it out. Maybe they're just talking about in this style. I have no idea. I didn't read the patent papers. I don't read books in general.
I don't read. I play video games.
I listen to my books.
Yeah, this is me calling for help.
Oh God, I can't read.
This has been a rough episode for you, Jacob.
I didn't play Animal Crossing because I couldn't understand it all.
But let us know what you guys think of all of this in the comments section below. What do you think of the Nemesis system? And do you have I can't speak. But let us know what
you can't speak.
Cammy's British.
How is that on the same level?
Oh no.
I thought it was funny. Come on. But let us know what you guys think of all of this in the comment section below. Again, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified of all of the new stuff that's coming out. We have a lot of content coming. And do you guys have anything? Closing thoughts? Thanks for watching. See you next time.